the team, the manager. See, you can like the manager, you can not like the manager. Yes, he had some flaws this season. Yes, this team has a lot to improve, and I've been saying for a long time. Guys, one thing today, after the Arsenal defeat, it was like looking like peak for us. We had two tough matches coming up, a 5-0 defeat. We could have easily dropped away, dropped down, and absolutely been broken. I said at that time, I want to see the mentality of this team. I want to see whether they are in for the money or they really want to care for the pitch and the patch. And let's be honest, in this week, playing Aston Villa, drawing them 2-2 after being 2-0 down when it could have gone worse, then coming at Stamford Bridge, playing this so-called Spurs side who are really, really good, strong. This Spurs side is absolutely amazing. I think this team deserves massive credit for the way they have bounced back. The manager deserves massive credit for the change in tactics, which have absolutely worked to perfection. These have absolutely worked to perfection. Tactically, we were outstanding today. Tactically, we were really good in the second half. And I will say the last 135 minutes that we have played, we have been absolutely excellent. We are going on the right track. And I have to give each and every player the credit because I was the one who was criticizing them when they lost to Arsenal. I have to praise them because they fought for this match. They went there in London Derby. They shut Tottenham up. They shut Doubters up. Kept a clean sheet. And now we are in touching distance of winning Europa League qualification. And again today, we have shown that Stamford Bridge, as the season has gone on, has become a bit of fortress. And that is a very big positive. This season, as we have gradually gone on, yes, we started the season with the losses to Forest, Villa, and all that stuff. But as the season has gone on, we have won at 90th minute at Stamford Bridge, beaten Manchester United, drawn against Manchester City, drawn against Arsenal, beaten Tottenham. We have slowly but steadily made Stamford Bridge into a fortress. We are really good at home now, and the credit goes to the players and the manager for making Stamford Bridge a bit of a fortress. The late winners, the joy. I think our best moment this season has come at our own stadium, and that is a good positive build upon. And again, the match started, the players looked really sharp, everybody was up for it, the crowd was up for it. Mudryk gets a lot of criticism, but I think Mudryk was absolutely outstanding in the first some minutes. He was really good, plucking the balls around and medicate, and you had chances earlier as well with Jackson. I think we really started the game well, and I think we got a deserved goal through Trevor Chalobah. I think again, that's a very well worked set piece. We are a team that do not score a lot of set pieces. That was very, very well built. It was well moved. The players were in the right position. Cucurella did his job, and I think the goal was rightfully carried on. And then Trevor Chalobah getting on the near post, getting a beautiful loopy header and a great cross as well. But again, set pieces are a bit of a problem. We thankfully had Romero who missed a sitter. Otherwise, it could have been 1-1. But overall, it was very good positive to see. Trevor Chalobah, a player I've been telling you all for a long time that our owners want to sell for pure profit on the book. This is the most consistent defender we have on the book and the best defender that we have along with Thiago Silva in a team. And this man should be the next defender that should carry on. And we should never spend the money that we have. He is a player we always need. And Trevor Chalobah is showing everyone what a leader he is. He knows what it means to play for Chelsea, the standards and everything. And I'm very happy for Trevor. In the second half, Tottenham came back in the game a bit. But again, our 3-5-2 formation was working perfectly. The 3-2-5 build-up was working perfectly. I think we were set up very nicely. Cucurella tucking in the midfield. Gallagher and Caicedo along combining well. You had Palmer Jackson playing really well up top. You had Madueke on the right wing doing defensive and attacking duty. Mudryk for me, especially for the first half, was really, really good. The back three, Gilchrist showed so much maturity, man. Handling Son, keeping him in his pocket. Well done to Gilchrist. Badiashile, this is the Badiashile that I've wanted to see for a very long time. This is the Badiashile that I've known. Consistent, good on the ball, defensively solid, do not getting away from any tackle. This is the Badiashile we know what we're capable of seeing. This is the Badiashile we have missed this season. Consistent, good on the ball, really good defender. This is the Badiashile that I've been talking about. This is the Badiashile we haven't seen under Mauricio Pochettino, and I have to give credit where it's due. Badiashile in this back three formation has found his form and looking really good. Chalobah and Gilchrist look good as well. Petrovic did well when required, and that was a complete team performance, getting a clean sheet. So guys, in this video, we have a lot to discuss. Please like, please subscribe, and in the chat, let me know your opinion. We have a lot of stuff to discuss. So I'll shorten my screen so you can see it properly. We have a lot of stuff to discuss, people. So first of all, coming on to this one and going on to the first slide, my beautiful people. See, first of all, coming on to the first topic to discuss, back three works to perfection. And people who have been following this channel, they know I made a video for this match, the match preview. And in the match preview, I told you all that if we play back foot in this game, is going to be a disaster. We need to play the second half formation against Aston Villa, and I think Gilchrist, Bardashile, Chalobah is the best back three we can go with. We need to go with Madueke on the right wing back. We need to go Mudryk on the left. Cucurella attacking in the midfield. Caicedo, Gallagher, and the front two of Palmer, Jackson. And Poch did that, and it worked to perfection. In this formation, I think we had more defensive borders. In this formation, Bardashile and Gilchrist played to perfection. In this formation, Caicedo and Gallagher partnership works really well. Cucurella attacking in the midfield really helps us a lot. And along with that information, Mudryk Madueke offers the width, and Palmer can play more on the right side. The problem is that when we play a back foot formation, Palmer has to play in the at number 10 role, and Madueke plays on the right, and that takes the effectiveness of Palmer away. By playing a back three, Madueke is on the right, Palmer is also near to the right side, and it really helps the team, and we have extra defensive bodies to cover up. So I think it was a perfect formation, perfect setup for a team like Tottenham. Defend, counter attack, really good in shape, and I think this is why this formation worked to perfection today. It was a perfection. This is the thing that I've been saying for Poch to implement for a long time. This is something we should have done a long time ago. We are still a team that plays a back three much better. And finally, after a long time, Poch listened to us all. And I think this formation worked to absolute perfection. I think it was a perfect formation. And this formation will get the best result out of the team. We play a back three. We keep a clean sheet. We attack really well. We could have easily won this game 3 or 4-0. It was a perfection. The setup was good. And I think right now our midfield is much more balanced. Our defense is much more balanced. Our attack are much more synchronized. And this formation, this build-up of 3-5, which we tried to do in the preseason, is working to absolute perfection. In this 3-5 build-up, we have got the back three of Gilchrist, Chalobah, Bardashile. We have Caicedo and Cucurella attacking in the midfield. Gallagher going a bit forward with Palmer, Jackson. And then you've got Madueke providing the width with Mudryk. This build-up is perfect. We were really good in the first half. We should have killed the game in the first half. Could have been 2-3-0 up by the first half. And this build-up worked perfectly. This is something we did really well in the preseason, in the early parts, when you were seeing we were doing a 3-5. And I think it's finally been implemented by Pochettino again. I don't know why he absolutely buried this idea, whether because of injuries or whatever. But this is a build-up which works perfectly with the team. And I think finally Pochettino got it right. He got this build-up back. And I think we look really good in this build-up. We had enough defensive bodies back. We had good attacking transitions. We had good midfield structure. We had good build-up play. And the team looked much and much better. This is why I will again and again say 3 at the back formation was a perfect thing. And it worked to perfection today. Gilchrist was absolutely outstanding. Kept on in his pocket at the backside. You had Chalobah for me, absolutely perfect. Bardashile, absolutely perfect. You had Tottenham midfield being run dogged by Caicedo and Gallagher. You had Cucurella doing his job really well. Mudryk and Madueke were outstanding, especially Mudryk attackingly, but Madueke did his work defensively as well. And then you go to the front, Jackson was really good. Palmer was much better as well. And I think overall, I really like this performance. And Conor Gallagher again, he's always there for the team when needed and always in the big games. Conor Gallagher really steps up and it deserves his credit as due. That takes me to the next one to discuss. And this is another big one. And Trevor Chalobah. Guys, I've been telling you for a very long time, and see, this is nothing against Disasi. I love each and every Chelsea player. He's a very good player. But I told you, these owners were trying to sell Trevor Chalobah for a pure profit. I don't want to be negative today. I love it. But this is why I always said, do not even make that mistake. Do not even try to make that mistake. Trevor Chalobah on his day is still our best defender on this team, along with Thiago Silva. He is a person who understands what Chelsea is. He's a person who is experienced, who has played much pressure games than this. He's a consistent defender who gives you 7 or 10 performance mostly every week, provides you goal on the set pieces and free kicks, has a leadership quality, gives his heart on the sleeve, and a player that is respected in the dressing room, and a player that we should respect and give chances. Everybody was saying, Chalobah's average, we need to sell him. I told you, he's the best defender we've got, better than Bardashile, better than Disasi. He's the best we have got, and I've been saying this for a very long time on my channel, that respect Trevor Chalobah. I don't understand the disrespect he gets. He's an absolutely outstanding defender who knows the art of defending, who is leadership quality as well. He can score goals, and he's an absolute backbone for a team like Chelsea. We need him to stay. We need him to be part of this revolution. He's a player who goes much above the young age. He's young as well right now, has a centre back, but along with that, he's got the mentality and experience where he's much better than many of the players that we are trying to sign up, better than players we've got. He's experienced, he's played in Champions League matches, He's a really, really top-class player, a top-class professional, a player who fights for his place, a player who gives everything on the training ground. And Baga, bro, I know you're top of the table, bro. Big up to you, first of all, bro. It's so good to see you after a very long time, my beautiful brother. Big up to you, man, and best luck for your matches, I have to say. See, I won't Spurs are getting to the mid-table region, being very, very honest with you. Spurs are a really, really lucky team, to be really honest. Spurs are a lucky team that they got the early start of the season. They had 26 points from 10 games, and they are one of the most lucky team, my brother. They are really lucky because since then, they have been a mid-table team at best. And they have to play Liverpool and Manchester City in the next two games, and I can't see them get anything in those games. So Spurs have played mid-table football since, I will say, December, but the early start of the season has taken away from it. They're not a very good team. They still have a lot of weaknesses. And as for Chelsea, I know we are mid-table right now, but I know we'll get better, bro. I really wish we get better, and I think we are showing much better signs of that. But I do believe that you and Arsenal are far away from the other teams, and then followed by Liverpool. But going on Chalobah, people, I've been saying to you all for a long time, put some respect on this kid. I've been telling you for a long time. I've kept the receipts. Back this guy. He's the best we have got in the centre back. He's a leader that we need. And Trevor Chalobah is an outstanding player and professional. And today, again, he showed you all. He has been a shining light for us in the recent weeks. And when he gets dropped, we get smacked. He's an absolutely fantastic player. And first of all, people, big up to Chelsea Perspective, Coachilla, brother. Fantastic content creator, a Chelsea fan like myself, and he will be happy today. Big up Chelsea Perspective, big up my brother, and wishing you the best, man, and really, really happy, man, for the victory today. Please, people, go there and subscribe, Warrior. He's a fantastic channel and a big Chelsea fan. And bro, like, I have to say, Trevor Chalobah has again showed me what I've been seeing for a long time. I love Trevor to bits. I've been backing this guy against everything, and I love him to bits, and he has shown it. Really happy for him, and hopefully we keep him. This is a player that should not go anywhere. I've been very consistent. I want to keep Chalobah and Gallagher for next season. No point in selling players who are experienced, who know what it means when we don't have much of that in the squad. Really good. And Chalobah in the recent week has stepped up. And since he has come back to the side, we have been defensively solid. We conceded just one goal away to Manchester City. We again kept a clean sheet today. And since my Trevor has come back, we have been really, really good. And I love Trevor Chalobah to absolute bits, people. He is my favorite defender. I might be biased, but I love Trevor to absolute bits. And Caicedo, I think, again, Caicedo deserves a lot of credit. Like, he gets unnecessary criticism because Chelsea are not doing well. Caicedo will be poor. Caicedo this, is that. But people don't watch our games. Caicedo, I will say, in the last 3 months, has put consistent 7 out of 10 every match. He has really been good. But because we are not doing well, all the criticism is piled on him. All the things are piled on him because the price tag, which is not his thing. He did not say pay me the price. Caicedo is a fantastic midfielder. Caicedo in the recent week has been showing everyone what he's made up of, what a player he is, and why we signed him. He's a fantastic player. His build-up today, he's winning the ball. He is doing what we exactly need him. And I've been telling you for a long time that once Lavia comes back, Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo are going to be a really, really good pairing together. And I think right now, Caicedo, Gallagher really complement each other well. And I think Caicedo was fantastic. And I fully agree with this. A lot of players for us did really well today, but Caicedo for me was a big one among them. I will say top 2-3 for performance today because I was really impressed. He has been really good in recent weeks and recent 2 to 3 months, and he's been showing why we signed him. And I will say, as we go on, we climb the ladder, he's going to become much and much better. There are a lot of signs of progression in him, and I'm really happy the way he's playing. He's showing what he's made up of. He's showing why we signed him, and I'm really happy. And I fully agree with my brother Chelsea Perspective. I think a lot of players did well today. It showed like players coming of the age and maturity. I'm not getting a lot over. I know another loss could be on the way, so I'm not getting over. But I won't deny a lot of players, as the season has gone on, have matured a lot. See, whether we like Poch, we don't like Poch, we want him sacked, we want to keep Poch. We have to understand that this team is in transition. It's still going to take time. There are going to be inconsistency. There are going to be some naughty behavior. But these guys are still really good young players who can still climb ladder and go to the right heights. And I believe in all these players. And I think once we get the setup right, once we add some experience, once we let a manager have some stability, whether Poch or someone else, I think these guys can really cook. And one thing I have to say, people, is if these players never really like Pochettino, they will not put this performance. Their rumors, the dressing room is like with him. I think those are true because if dressing room was not with him, they never put a performance like that. In the recent week, we were 2-0 down to Aston Villa. It was the right time to give it away. They went on the pitch and put an absolute masterclass performance. And today again they went there, they absolutely outplayed Tottenham, and I have to give credit to the players which is due. They were absolutely outstanding today. Coming on to the next one to discuss, and that is Marco Cucurella, and he's absolutely relishing in this new role. I think this is something that came out of the blue. I never thought Cucurella will be tucked in the midfield, and I think he's been working to absolute perfection. He's been working to absolute perfection to have Marco Cucurella there. And I think Marco Cucurella this season, you have to give him credit. He is much better than we really give him credit for. Ben Chilwell, I love Ben Chilwell. I've always loved Ben Chilwell. But Ben Chilwell has been really poor this season, and it looks like his career is going to the wrong side right now. Marco Cucurella this season at least has put in consistent performances. He still has a lot of flaws in his game, but he has shown his heart to improve it. He has shown his heart to improve himself and put his best for the club, and that is what I can really get inspired and praise him for, because I think again today he was really good in that role. He drove with the ball well, he defended well, he played with his heart in his sleeve, and he showed a bit of leadership quality you want to see from a player. Big credit to him. And I think again today, I have to say what is due. He was again really good today in this role. I think it's working really well for him. And I think I was really happy to watch the way Marco Cucurella played today. He deserves his credit. He deserves his love. I think he was really good today, Marco Cucurella. And in this role of playing the tucking midfielder, I think he's really helping him. He's playing really well in this role. And I think he deserves all the credit in the world. He has really grown this season. He's putting in the right performances. And I'm really happy with the way he's playing. And I think he deserves all the credit for me. He deserves all the credit, people. He's been playing really well. And I think he deserves the credit for the performance today again. And in this role that Poch is deploying him, I think he's helping the team a lot. Tucking in the midfield, I think he's getting the best out of Cucurella as well. And I think he deserves all the credit in the world. He's playing really well in this role right now. Not top class, but he's doing his job. And I think he deserves his praise at least, guys. Because I think in this role, he's done a very good job for me, in my humble opinion. People are watching, please like the video so more people can join us. It means a lot. That thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, it really means a lot. And up the mighty chills. And now, coming on to the next player to discuss and the slide. See people, that is Mudryk. See, I've always said that I have a lot of stocks in this guy. But see, I've been really consistent on my channel. I don't expect a lot of him in his first season. He still has a lot to develop. This is why I never get angry on Mudryk. I know he's inconsistent player, but I know his ability. It's just about how much calm as Chelsea fans we can be and allow the boy to develop, because rivals and everyone is going to kill him. We need to protect him. And Mudryk for me today showed his brilliance. And absolutely, my brother, I think Cucu was fantastic today and brilliant for me, brother. He was really good. But I just feel that with him, the problem with Cucurella comes is his attacking output, which hopefully I think next season we get another player as well at left side, because I don't know will we play a back three formation next season. But overall, I think Cucu was brilliant, and in this role, I think he's working to absolute perfection, my brother. And I think on Mudryk, he started the game really well for me today again. The way he was dribbling past players, his pass for Jackson, the pass he also made to Noni Madueke, the run he made where I think he was very nearly going to score a goal. I think Mudryk showed in the three moves what a brilliant player he is. His one-touch football, dribbling, close play, his control of the ball, his understanding, his passing. These are all the things I talk about Mudryk, and he showed. But the only problem is these are not consistent. And again, I think in second half, his defensive work rate was a bit less for me and allowed Tottenham to come back in the game. This is where Mudryk can do better, but he's still a player that's learning his trade. He's still very young, but I think Mudryk was much better. In the previous performance, we criticized him, we were angry at him. Today, he put up a fantastic performance. And now today, with this performance, I don't think Sterling now should come back in the team, because I think that was a marvelous performance of Mudryk today. He was really good. Yes, the first half, second half, he was not as good, but I'm really happy with Mudryk. And I think it deserves his credit. Today, in I will say the 30-40 minute start of the first half, he showed all the quality he has got, but he also showed the inexperience he has got, which is going to take a lot of time to improve, and the rawness. But I think Mudryk was much better today, people. He was really much better today. So big praise to him. And I think he's again and again showing that Poch is doing the right thing with him. It's just going to take a bit more time. And as fans, we need to give him the time and the patience for me, people, in my humble opinion. That takes me to the next point to discuss, people, and that's a big one. And that is Jackson finally gets reward. And see, everybody on this channel know whenever I do 5 things learned and everything, I always say that Jackson is a player who's a brilliant footballer, good passer, good dribbler of the ball, good carrier of the ball, really good player, good mentality. But the only problem is he hasn't got goals to his game, and that is something as a striker which is going to hurt you. He's still very inexperienced. He still has a lot to learn. but that is something which is not going to help you, and that is something he has to improve. But the good thing is he acknowledges this and he's trying to improve. I think the shot he hit on the Mudryk one, I think it was a good shot, but unluckily it was cleared of the line by Mickey Van de Wiel. But Jackson never lost his head. He kept on doing the good things, hold up play, carrying the ball. He was again really good today. And again, when he reached the final box, yes, he was inexperienced, but he did his best and he finally got the goal. And the goal was a brilliant one. Nico Jackson anticipated where the ball was going to be. He went ahead of Son Heung-min and he nicely grabbed the header in the back of the net. And that is something you see from top strikers. And that was really good of Jackson. And finally, he gets his reward. Hopefully, Nico can continue this now. He can build upon this because I was really happy for Nico. He has played really well in recent weeks. He has done everything well in the game, bar the final goal. I think against Manchester City, he put a 7 to 8 out of 10 performance. Even against Arsenal, I think he put a 5 to 6 out of 10 performance. Aston Villa, he put a 7 out of 10 performance. But the final output was not there for Nico. But today, Nico showed his final output. He deserved it. And I'm very happy for Nico today. He got his reward. And I think that was a fantastic performance and a big goal for the team. And then most probably ended the game for Tottenham Hotspur. And most probably ended the game for them. And I think that's a very big part. That's a very big part. And that is where I think he really deserves the credit. I think it was really good. Nico Jackson today scored a brilliant goal. And he deserves all the praise for that. And that takes me to the next one to discuss, people. That is Alfie Gilchrist. And see, I will not deny, first I was a bit like doubt should he start because I thought he's such a young player. Because see, let's be honest, if Thiago Silva was fit today or Disasi, I might have preferred them because they are a bit more like experienced. But I think Gilchrist has proven everyone wrong, and Gilchrist was fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic today. The heart on his sleeve, the passion, the way he defended. Now just taking the passion things away, he was defending really well. Gilchrist played above the age that he is right now, above the maturity and experience. He was outstanding today. The way he handled Son, I still don't know if I get a wallet out, I get my keys out, and I think he might even get Son out of his pocket today because Gilchrist was outstanding today. He was outstanding today. He defended really well. He really carried the ball well, and I think he was always in the right position, making the interceptions, making the blocks. I think that is a performance you expect from a more experienced player against a player like Son Heung-min. I was really happy with Alfie Gilchrist, and I think he's one player in the academy that Poch has back this season. I still think Poch should do better in giving academy player chances, but finally Gilchrist has got his chances, and Gilchrist is taking that with both of his hands combined. He was absolutely outstanding today, and I think Alfie deserves all the credit. He was really good today. He played beyond his age. Experience, good, defended well, and was really good. All the credit in the world to Alfie Gilchrist. He was absolutely outstanding and he deserves his credit. And I was really happy, people, with Alfie Gilchrist. That is a really good performance from Alfie Gilchrist today. And that takes me to the next one, people, and that is Madueke. And see, Madueke is maturing. There's no doubt about that. I've been very consistent on Madueke as well. He's raw. He still needs to improve a lot. I still believe he's one tier above Mudryk, but he still has a lot to improve upon. And today, Madueke again showed his maturing. His defensively work rate today was outstanding. I think he was really good in this game. And I need to give him all the credit in the world. And big up Abhishek bhai. So good to see you, my brother. It's really good to see you, my brother. Hopefully you're well and good, my brother. And a big win, my brother. Abhishek bhai, is a really big win. And I'm really happy, man. And Madueke again today, bro, was so mature today defensively. His work rate was really good. Attackingly, yes, he showed a bit of immaturity when he could have used his right foot, but I was overall really happy with Noni Madueke today. Mature performance. He's growing as the season has gone on, and whether we like it or not, Madueke this season has got some very big goals, winning the match for us against Palace, scoring the first goal against Luton, getting the big goal against Aston Villa, and I think he has been really consistent in recent weeks. Good to see the way Madueke is playing. He's really matured, and I'm really happy with the way Noni Madueke is playing, people. And he's maturing, but that what happens with young players. You need to give them time, and when you get a bunch of them together, it can really help you for a season or two, but you will be back in someday. But that's where the board could have done better. But I think Madueke will become better and better as the season and matches go on, and he showed all the positive signs today, people. Really happy with him, but it's just about consistency now. I won't gonna come here and say Madueke is the best or that stuff, because he still has to show it consistently. He still has to improve a lot in his game, but he is going on the right track now. And I believe now Madueke won't go here, he will just go here. And that is something which I'm really happy to see, people. Please, people watching, hit the like, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot and helps the channel a lot. And now, Going on to the next line. See now. Coming on to the next slide, people, and that is consistent. Bardeshele is back. See, I've never taken my stocks away from the guy, but I will be first one here to say he was pathetic this season. And we had all the right to be disappointed because he's a really good player who has got all the ability in the world, but he was not good this season. Whether we can put it in Pochettino or whatever, but as a player, you cannot make some mistakes that Bardeshele has made this season. But I'm really, really proud of the way Bardeshele has played today. I'm really, really proud of the way he's playing in the recent weeks. Bardeshele, people, for me, I've always said he's a really good defender. But this season, with the confidence issue, that's not really helped him. But when they shifted to a back three, I think we have seen the best Bardeshele now. And in the back three, in the match against Aston Villa with Silva and Chalobah, now in this game with Chalobah and Gilchrist, I think in a back three, Bardeshele has been absolutely outstanding. And now we are seeing a more consistent Bardeshele. We are seeing more consistent performances. And people, I have to say, I'm really proud and I'm really happy with the way he's playing. This is a magnificent performance again by Bardeshele today. He was really good in the second half against Aston Villa and is putting in the right performances, the right attitude, the right way, and he's playing really well. He was with the ball really good today. He defended really well. He got in the right interception. He got in the right position. And that is what you minimum expect from a defender of his quality, the way he played last season. And Bardeshele now is slowly finding his form. And that makes me really happy, people. That really, really makes me happy. He was fantastic. He was consistent today. And I think people, he deserves all the credit for that. Bardeshele was really good. The back three is slowly getting the team back on track for me. He's getting the best out of our defenders. And that is something for me Paul should have considered a bit earlier in the season. But what's happened? That's happened. It's time to move on. And Bardeshele, people, I'm so happy to see him. Because if Bardeshele continues his performances, Trevor continues his performances, Gilchrist continues his performances, and then Disasi, we have got a player on the bench as well. And if we can sign a good experienced centre back, I think we are really good defensively next season. And that is something, people, I'm really, really looking forward to, my beautiful people. Please, people watching, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. It really, really means a lot, my beautiful people. And now, coming on to the next one. No, this is the wrong one. I'm really sorry. This is the previous slide. I'm so sorry for that. That's the previous slide. I forgot to delete it. And now coming on to Gallagher and Caicedo pivot. And I've been telling you, it works really well together. I really have to say it works really well together. They complement each other really well for me. They work really well together. And I think Caicedo, Gallagher, whenever they played together, they have played really, really well. And again today, with Cucurella attacking in the midfield, Gallagher and Caicedo, I think it worked to absolute perfection. Caicedo was outstanding today. Gallagher did his job again and was really good. And he brought the passion from the first minute as well in this big game. He was a leader. If you remember, there was a corner kick where he shouted, I believe in mudryk, to get his defensive instinct on. And that is something you want to see from a captain. Caicedo today, winning the ball, good in the build-up. And the team is going on the right track, which is really, really good to see. Now coming on to the next one. I think I made a mistake here. I'm really, really sorry. What's really going on? I think I made a mistake here. Yeah, but now we have to go on the player ratings now for this match. So people, please subscribe, like this video. It really means a lot. Let's start with Petrovic, Djordje Petrovic. And I think Petrovic today, again, whenever needed, he did well. Now with Petrovic, there are a bit of problems that I think he needs to improve in his game. Now, what are those problems? I think the problem with Petrovic is a build of his ball playing. His ball playing for me is really a bit poor right now. That is something he needs to improve. Like, I understand whenever you're in trouble, hoof it up. But even his hoofing up really goes back to the defenders of the other team and it allows them to build up. This is something that I've got a bit of, like, Petrovic needs to improve upon. And still, I've said it, Petrovic has a lot to improve on. He's still a young goalkeeper, but he has still been one of the positives we've got this season. And Petrovic today, again, whenever needed, I think he did a really, really good job today. When needed, he claimed the crosses, he cleared the crosses. See, he did not have much to do. Thankfully, Tottenham were absolutely pathetic. We were fantastic. And I think he had not to do much in the game. But when needed, he did his job. So I had to give him a 7. Could be a bit higher, but I think I had to give him a 7 because, again, this guy has really been consistent this season. And going on to Alfie for me, fantastic. Maturing above his age. Today he kept Son in his pocket, and for such a big accomplishment at such a young age, I think it says a lot about his mentality and what's really built at Cobham. He's still a really young guy. He still has a lot to improve in his game, people. He's a fantastic young player, but he's a lot to improve upon. But this is one player from the Cobham Academy. Poch is back. I've still been angry at Poch that, man, you need to back the Cobham Academy more. You need to give more chances to players like Achimpong, more chances to players we've got. But sadly, that's never really transpired in the Poch. But I think he's given Gilchrist his chances. and Gilchrist has never let him down or anyone down. Gilchrist was outstanding today. He was outstanding today. The way he defended, that is something you expect from a defender of a 30 or a 25 years of age. He was outstanding today. For a player that most probably for many people in the Premier League made his third debut, if I'm not wrong, a third start, I believe, he was really, really good today. He defended really well against Son Heung-min. He blocked, he made good interceptions, and he was really, really good today, people. And he deserves all the credit because I think Alfie today really, really had a good game. He deserves his credit today because I think today Alfie Gilchrist showed what he's capable of, showed what he brings, and I think he deserves all the praise for that, my beautiful people. So I'm going with 7. Please, people, do let me know your play rating. Subscribe and like the video, people, because it really helps the channel. Just a thumbs up button, and it really, really means a lot. But biggest thing, people, I need from you is to participate in the chat and let me know your opinion in the game and your play rating. Who is your man of the match, and what do you make of the player ratings, people? And that takes me to the next player rating now, and that is Trevor Chalobah. For me, should be the man of the match of Chelsea today, and he was a Premier League man of the match. Fantastic. Fantastic, and I love when Trevor plays well. It makes me happy. Like in my heart, when he plays well, the blood really goes well. It becomes happy. The love sign is there, and I love because I love Trevor Chalobah. I've always said you need to back this guy. To even think of selling him for pure profit when the defense is not doing well was a shame on this board. And hopefully they learn because Trevor Chalobah needs to stay at this club. He's a consistent performer, a leader, a player who knows what it means to play for Chelsea, and a player who has been in the dressing room of high mentality. He carries the mentality now in this dressing room, and is a consistent player who will put everything on the pitch, and he has got good defensive skills. He has got good goals, set pieces, corners, and he's got all the experience and what's needed to be done on the pitch. And that is what Trevor Chalobah showed you today. That is what he showed today. No nonsense defending, good on the ball, scored a goal, mentally absolutely switched on, and that is what you want to see from a player. And Trevor Chalobah, even in the Tuchel days, used to put consistent 7 or 10 performances when there was Silva, when there was Rudiger, and he learned from the best, and he's a very, very good player, and he's still very young as a player. He still has a lot to go, but even for this young age, he's one of the most experienced players we've got in the dressing room, people. And I'm so happy with the way he played today. When he plays well, it makes me really happy. That goal he scored, there was a really well-worked goal, and there was a really good header by Trevor Chalobah that even strikers will be proud of. And I think he defended really, really well today. The blocks, he made some very important blocks as well. He was always in the right position, and I think he's been fantastic today. And especially in a defense of Gilchrist and Bariashvili, he was a leader, and he really stepped up, which also made the other players around him confident. Really happy with my bro Trevor Chalobah, and hopefully he can continue this. Absolutely love him to bits, and that was a really, really good one by Trevor Chalobah. And Bariashvili, I love him, man. He was going through a bad form this season, but as you say, patience is the virtue of life. Bad days are there, but good days are going to come. You just need to be patient, calm, believe in yourself, work hard. And Bariashvili kept his chin up, tried his best, worked hard, and now in a back three system, we are getting the best out of him, and he's playing really, really well. Like, he's a really good player overall. He's good on the ball. He's confident, but sadly, this season, because of like confidence problems, he has been struggling. But what we have seen of Bariashvili now is something I've been begging to see from Bariashvili for a very, very long time. Calm on the ball, not making foolish mistakes, not being like impatient, being calm, composed, defending well, and showing the aggression. And he was outstanding today. He was outstanding today, man, Bariashvili. And in the recent weeks, he's really grown. He's becoming much and much better. He's showing his consistency. He's showing what we really loved in Bariashvili. And this was more like, you can say, a mid-Rolls Royce of Bariashvili we signed. I'm so happy with him, man. I'm so happy with him, man. The way he played today. He deserves all the credit. Absolutely fantastic. I give him a 7. Please, people, do let me know your player rating because it really means a lot to me. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't and like the video, my beautiful people. And that brings me to the next player to discuss, and that's Noni Madueke. And I think again today he did his job really well. In defensive transitions, I think he did his job really, really well. Attackingly, when we needed him, he did his job as well. And I think as the season has gone on, Noni has really, for me, matured. He's really matured as the season has gone on. So all the credit in the world to him. As the season has gone on, he has matured. He's played like a player that's growing every match, and he was again good today. So credit to him, a consistent performance now. It's just about Noni continuing this now and going to the right side. And that brings me to Marc Cucurella playing in the inverted midfield role. And I think he was outstanding today. He was outstanding today in this inverted role again today, and as the inverted role has gone forward, I think he's really improved as he's gone on. He has really improved, and as his role has gone on, he has played so well. Cucurella is improving as the season has gone on. He's playing well. He's being consistent. See, I'm not going to come here and say our problem is solved. I still believe we need to sign a left back. I still don't think we'll play a back three formation next season. But overall, Cucurella this season has been way better than Ben whenever he has been back in the team. And Cucurella still deserves his credit, because one thing you can never deny about Cucurella is he puts his heart on the sleeve. He always comes, he faces a criticism on the chest and bounces back and gives his best. And that is what you can aspire in a player and respect him for. And Cucurella played in this inverted role and played really well. Big up to my brother Luco. So good to see you, my brother. And we won the game, man. And Luco, brother, I told you, Europa League qualification is on for us. And bro, we can get it. What a win today, my bro. Up the mighty Chelsea. And what a day, man. What a day. And Marc Cucurella for me, the only thing I want Marc Cucurella to improve upon is his attacking output. And that is something I think he can really do well for me, by people. I think he can really do well in that department. And that takes me to the next player to discuss now in the player rating. And that is Moses Caicedo. Outstanding. Outstanding Moses Caicedo today. I have literally no words. Outstanding. Because he plays for Chelsea, the most hated club in England, because he costs a lot of money and all this stuff, everybody wants to talk about him. Nobody talks about Szoboszlai. Nobody talks about Fabio Vieira. Nobody talks about the players that other teams have got. They just talk about Caicedo because he plays for Chelsea, and they don't watch Chelsea matches. But if you watch Chelsea matches for the last 3 or 4 months, this guy has been consistent. He's played well, but sadly the others around him haven't played well. And now when we are getting the result, he's getting the credit. Outstanding today. Absolutely outstanding today. And coming to Palmer, my bro, because Abhishek Bhai, Palmer was also absolutely outstanding today, especially the free kick. But overall, I think Caicedo was a real hero today. He was a real hero today. He played with his heart on his sleeve, won the ball back so many times, defended well, built up well, and made some really good passes. And I'm really happy with Caicedo. You saw what he was trying to do in recent matches as well against Aston Villa when he made the pass to Nicolas Jackson. His passing is fantastic. His build-up play is really good now. His defensive is good. He's winning the ball back. His poor fouls have decreased. And Caicedo, as the season has gone on, has really shown what he's capable of. And hopefully, he keeps on and continuing, and he really shuts his rivals and the doubters up. We need to beat West Ham, but Newcastle play, so let's hope they don't win alongside United. Bro, the good thing for us is that United and Newcastle play against each other, and if they draw, it really helps us. And bro, Newcastle are one of the shittest team in the league away from home, and that's going to play in our favor. But the good thing, bro, we have is now we don't play any big side. See, if we don't beat West Ham, we really throw all the work we did today. But I think we are going to beat West Ham. I think we'll beat Nottingham Forest. I think we'll beat Bournemouth. And people, I'm being confident. I think we'll win the rest of the game this season and finish on 63 points. I do see United getting wiped out by Arsenal. I do see Newcastle United get a draw. And I think we can get the 6th position and get the Europa League football. Big question. Do you think we play better with or without Enzo? See, I think to be really honest, bro, I think it's not with or without Enzo. The problem is overall the club, the structure is not good. I've said it on my channel for a long time. Lavia injury was a killer. I think Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo is a midfield which could have worked to perfection. I still believe that Enzo Caicedo under a more possession-based manager will do better. But when you have a manager like Pochettino who wants to play vertical attacking football, high direct football, gegenpress type of football, where he wants to play basketball football, high press, attacking, not much passes, direct build-up, Enzo Caicedo are never going to work well together. They're never going to gel well together. And this season, Enzo is playing number 10 role, left wing, midfielder, DM, center attacking midfielder, LCM, RCM. I think it's not really helped him. The role he has played has never really helped him. I think right now, to be really honest, we could play better without him because the team we have got and the manager we have got. But next season, once Lavia comes back, once Reece James comes back, I think it's going to change the dynamics of the team. Lavia being the CDM, Caicedo, Enzo being the B2B midfielders, Reece James having attacking fullback, Livy Colville, or you can say anyone left back being a more defensive fullback, and then having 2 centre backs, and then having Cole Palmer, most probably Nico Jackson on the left side, and the striker, most probably Ivan Toney. I think we could be a very different team, and that's where Enzo can really shine. But this season, Enzo has not shined because we haven't had a CDM. He hasn't played in the right role, and I mean, the team overall has struggled. And he's also been carrying an injury, which has not really helped him as well. But I will never deny the guy plays with his heart on his sleeve, and the guy is an amazing footballer. He's a really good player on his feet. See, I never call Enzo world class. He has a lot to reach that level. But Enzo is really good on the ball. He's a really good player. He's a very good passer of the ball. It's just about the system you've got, the manager you've got, and the team you've got. And that is not his mistake. That's a sporting director's mistake. But I think next season, once Romeo comes back, I think Romeo is going to solve all the problems. And Romeo's injury was a massive killer for us. Romeo's and Reece injury and our Malo Gusto in recent week, it really killed the team off for me. And I think Enzo Fernandez is forward thinking, mid could help, but needs to work on his shooting and his physicality. I do agree with that. And overall, I think that I'm more possession. Like, being very honest, a manager like Tuchel would have loved him. Because Tuchel, if you remember the Chelsea days, we used to have a lot of possession. Under Graham Potter, he played really well because we were much more possession-based team, and we had a player like Felix who was making runs in the box. I think if you play that sort of structure, he'll work to perfection. But if you don't play that sort of structure, he cannot work with Caicedo. But once Lavia comes back, he will give Enzo more freedom to make the run into the box, and I think it will really, really help the team. And I'm really excited for next season. But one thing I do want to say before I go to the next slide and I go off this topic is we need to have investigation into the injuries this season. That is something we need to do. As much as we are happy with this victory, investigation needs to happen. Why so many injuries have happened? Because if we can solve this, we'll be back next season, at least in the top 5. If we don't solve this, I think we have a big problem on our hands. And that takes me to the next player to discuss, people. That is Conor Gallagher. And I think, again, Conor was outstanding again. He did his role really well. And in recent weeks, he's showing what type of player he is, a leader. And he has really, really kept the dressing room together. And I think, people, it deserves a lot of praise for that. See, you might like Conor, you might not like Conor. That is your opinion. You're a football fan. You've got a right to your opinion. And yes, Conor can do much better, no doubt about that. But one thing that Conor Gallagher has got in himself is a passion. And one thing Conor has is he understands what it means to play for it. And he's always up for it. And with Conor Gallagher, I think as the season has gone on, his leadership has got better. The way today he scolded a player, I believe, mudryk or someone, on the final kick of the game when we were on the verge of conceding a goal, the penalty incident, the way he handled it, as the season has gone on, scoring the important goals, winning the match against Palace, getting a draw against Aston Villa, as the season has gone on, Conor has done really well. I think Conor deserves his credit where it's due. Yes, he has improved a lot, but he was never a double pivot player, and that's where it was Pochettino's mistake. But once he plays higher up the field, winning the ball, pressing, he is at his best. And today, again, he showed it in the structure. He was again outstanding. And with the injuries, bro, it's absolutely true. I think our injuries are ridiculous. It's not talking about the media because we aren't Liverpool. We aren't your big clubs who get all the love from the media. And we are just most hated. That's the reality. Since I've become a Chelsea fan, everybody hates this club with a passion. And I love it. But that's the reality in English media. They just hate it to bits. But overall, I think it needs to talk about more because our injuries are the worst I've seen any club ever suffering. But we also deserve a bit of blame for that. And people, I'm seeing you're watching, you're not liking, please, man, hit that thumbs up button. It's here, click it, and subscribe. It really means a lot. But the biggest thing, I need an opinion in the chat, your player rating, and your man of the match. And now along to mudryk. And I think it was really, really good today, mudryk, especially in the first half. Man, the pass to Nico Jackson, the pass to Madueke, and that run, that is something we know he's capable of. The problem with mudryk, people, that we all know, and I've been telling you all, is he's a very raw player who needs time to improve. But because we have got a bunch of them together, the fans get a bit impatient and angry because the team really struggled on the pitch. And that is a mistake of your sporting directors, of your management, but that is not the mistake of the player. He has a lot of potential, mudryk. He has a lot of potential to grow, become better. He has got good close control, good dribbling, good passing, really, really good ability. It's just that he's going to take some time to develop. It's going to take 2-3 years to develop. And in every match, we see his bad side, but we see his good side. Against Aston Villa, we saw his inconsistency, lack of defensive work rate. But then, attackingly, in today's match, we saw the passing, dribbling, close control, and that is something I've been asking from Mudryk for a very, very long time. And he showed it today in abundance. Love him. But again, people, I will say, whether you really go on this display and really go over the top, or you go and criticize him again, the thing is you need to be patient with him. That's the reality. And this is why if this coming season, we want to be successful, if coming season, we want to lift a bit of silverware, I think we need to sign Ivan Toney, which is going to put a bit of less pressure on this team, and the team is going to go to the right heights. I think next season, to put the pressure away from these youngsters, we need to sign much, much more better experienced players. But I think Mudryk still needs to be given time to develop. Imagine what a squad would have been if he would have, bro, it could have been absolutely fantastic. I think we most probably could have been above Tottenham in the league if we had that. We easily could have been above in the league. They have been absolutely shy since the start of the season, but they started the season on a bullet train that the way they've really got down the season is not being talked about enough. They have been awful in the recent weeks. And I don't think Pochettino deserves the blame for that. He's Daniel Levy. And till Daniel Levy is at Tottenham, I can never see them make the stride up in the table. And that's the reality. I do like Mudryk. His finishing attitude, yeah, I think that's going to take a lot of time, bro. It's really going to take a lot of time. He still has to learn a lot, but that is where we need to be patient with him. And if we can play a player like Ivan Toney next season, who scores a lot of goals, who take pressure away from Jackson and Mudryk and Mudryk, I think they can really turn out to be fantastic players. But if we again put all the pressure on these young guys, they will sometimes the pressure really goes into you and you play with a lack of confidence. This is why we need to back it, and this is not these guys' mistake. That is sporting directors putting them in a tough situation overall. And now going on to Cole Palmer, and I think again, wow, that free kick, wow, man, that free kick, that should have been a goal straight away. First of all, that free kick was majestic, magical. And then after that, Nico Jackson scored that goal of the free kick as well. That was a magical free kick, people. That was an absolutely magical free kick from my boy. Fantastic free kick. And then a really good goal by Nico Jackson on the follow-up of that. Fantastic. Cole Palmer. I will only say him now, Cole Palmer. Fantastic. Top-notch player. Incredibly good. Plays like a leader. I love him to bits. I love him to absolute bits. This man is an absolute leader, player, good mentality. And again this season, he's been racking up G and A. He's been racking up great performances. But he's been not talked about because again he plays for Chelsea. But fantastic by Cole Palmer again. And today he could have even played better. This is Cole Palmer playing a bit average. If he plays to his best, you're gonna be done. What a player, what a person, and what a player overall we've signed. And he needs a leader to coach him. Poch, I don't think it's that guy. You will think Sterling will be the guy to guide him, and that's the reality. I think I expected Sterling to be the person that guides Mudryk, but Sterling has been really poor this season. And this is why if you can sign some world-class players like Ivan Toney and whatever players available in the market, I think it's going to get this place up and going to get the mentality more up and the pressure away from them. Sterling has not helped, sadly, but I think the board knew it from the start. And I love Sterling, but Sterling, sadly, is just not good enough at the level right now we need to go. And Nico Jackson, fantastic again. And finally today, he got his well-deserved reward. My boy has been playing well in recent weeks. He has been really playing well in recent weeks. Good hold-up play. He's been playing really well. His passes have been fantastic. His dribbling has been fantastic. His hold-up play has been fantastic. Everything has been fantastic. But what's the problem? Goals. Goals are something that he has not got to his game. And that is something I expect him to improve as he goes ahead in his career. And I think today, Nico Jackson finally got his reward, and that was a really good goal. He was in the right position. His mentality was top-notch. He was in the right position. He anticipated that, and he went there, and he got the ball into the back of the net and getting us a big victory. And it was really good today, and Nico deserves his credit. I've always said on this channel, fantastic player, brilliant footballer, good hold-up play, dribbler. It's just about the final output. And yes, he's been struggling this season on that, but as the season has gone, he's doing better. And I think this goal will give him a lot of confidence. Hopefully now he can end the season at least on 15, 16 goals. And the next season he can improve more. We can sign another striker. He can go to the left wing, and I think he'll do better. I agree with this. And Poch also said this, people. Pochettino also said this, that he's ready to play Jackson left wing if we sign a striker. I still believe this guy is going to be a player in the future who is most probably going to be a player like 15 goals and 15 assists. I think what Jackson is right now is a beautiful footballer who has a lot to improve to his game, but he's a player who is a brilliant footballer, pace, dribbling, hold up play, close up play, the way he releases passing. He's a really good player, but I don't think he's a traditional number 9 that Chelsea need. He's a player that can really work well with a proper 9. And if we can sign that like Ivan Toney, we are going to cook. Ivan Toney, Palmer, Jackson, James, call the police, but not for me. Call the police, but for the defenders and the team playing them, because it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, people. And absolutely my brother. And coming on to the next one, and that is substitute. And see, he did not have much time, let's be honest. Casadei did not have much time. And so good to see Achipong come back on the pitch and given a bit of minutes to play. He came on, he made a big block, but again, the boy did not have much time on the pitch. So that is something we need to be honest. He did not have much time on the pitch, people. And that is something we all knew in this game. So now again, people, first of all, coming to the full camera, I think I need to come. And I think again, I need to go back to the slide. Now let's go back to the first slide. Again, I'll just go and disable it. So guys, again, I will say, I've been really happy with the team. We better hope and pray that James, I think bro, he will. I think he's had the surgery. He's back. I won't be surprised if he plays the last game of the season. Just a bit of like going to the next season, a build up. I won't be surprised Reece James come back and plays the last game of the season. I think I absolutely see, bro. I love Alfie Gilchrist. I think I will not say this right now because I think it will put unnecessary pressure on the kid. I think he has still a lot to learn, but I think he's got the mentality of John Terry in terms of that he's ready to put his body on the line, and he's a player who plays with the right mentality, and that is something I love about him. That is something I said about Alfie Gilchrist in the Luton match when he made that block that got us a victory. I said it about him. I said it about him in the Palace match when he came on and he held on to a victory, that he has got the right mentality. I won't say this thing right now, bro, because I think it's still really early to say. But, bro, I will really say this once he's made it in his career. But one thing I will agree with you in terms of his mentality is top-notch. The way he really plays with his heart on his sleeve, his mentality, his understanding in basic defending, I think he deserves all the praise in the world for that. And this is where I really praise him. Because, again, in this thing, he's been absolutely outstanding for me. He's been really, really good thing for me in this. And bringing now again the slide. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree, bro. Potentially for me. And now, people, coming on to this one again, going on to the fantastic performance all around. Attackingly good, defensively good, keeping a clean sheet, midfield structure good. I think that was a perfect performance on a perfect day, on a perfect night, and a perfect day at Stamford Bridge. What will the back four be without Silva? I think I will right now, bro, till the end of the season, I'll go with the back three. Like till the end of the season, Gilchrist, Chalobah, Bade, Shelley, I think has to be the back three for us. Or in some games, Disasi, Chalobah, Bade, Shelley. Next season, I think we need to get... next season, I think I will love to play. If we don't sign a centre back, it has to be Chalobah, Levy Colville, and Reece, and Gusto on the left side. That is what I will love to see next season as well. But overall, bro, I still believe we need to sign a proper centre back next season for me. Because I still believe if Silva goes next season, Trevor is the best centre back we've got. And today, people, again, I will say it was a perfect performance all around. Defensively, attackingly, the structure was good. And the team, for me, really, really played well. Trevor, outstanding today. Mudryk, outstanding. We started the game on the right pace. We really went for Tottenham early on. Mudryk making some great passes. We should have been early in the lead. But sadly, we didn't. We got the goal from a corner kick. But again, has Chelsea. We literally threw it away with Romero. But after that, we control the game. Bro, I will love it. I will love it, my brother. But I don't think he's going to come, bro. Like, he's playing Champions League football. Inter are winning the Serie A. They are literally contenders for me to winning the UCL next season, which I believe as a competition has really declined. And I think Inter Milan will be one of the favorites to win the competition next season. They were really unlucky this season. They were absolute bottlers in Thuram. Otherwise, I think they could easily have been in the final this season. And I do believe he's going to stay there. The only club he'll leave for could most probably Real or City or that clubs. I don't think he's going to come to us, bro. Being very honest, I will love him. But I think he's not going to come, especially in a structure where the ownership don't want to pay big wages. He's not going to come. And I think it was a perfect performance all around, people. Coming to the big things to discuss. And as I've been saying you, back three for this team works to absolute perfection, people. If you subscribe and like to this channel, you know I made so many videos earlier in the season, but I've told you all that the back three is the best this team can play. Back three is going to get the best out of this team. I've been telling you all for a very, very long time that play a back three and you will find the results in this team. This team is made for the back three. Back three is going to get the best out of this team. And you people are now seeing in front of your eyes what a back three does to this team. It gives you more defensive solidity. It gives you better attacking structure, good midfield balance. And that is what we are seeing from this team right now. And that is why for me this system is working to perfection. I think Poch is a bit late in applying this, but better late than never. And that is something which I'm really happy with Pochettino. Him under Tuchel was so good. He deserved more game time. Chalobah agreed, man. And this is why I wanted him to play, bro. He is a player at this age who is so experienced. He's a player. He's still the best defender in the team. He knows the basic arts of defending. And that is something I love about Trevor. And the biggest thing, he knows what it means to play for this. He knows what it means to play for this batch. And back three today worked to perfection. Our 3-2-5 build-up was perfect today. This is something people you remember when we were doing the watch-alongs of pre-season. I was telling you this 3-2-5 build-up. We really threw it away in the season. Pochettino never applied it because of the injuries, but finally he did, and we paid the rewards for that. Especially when he played against United, bro, man. Fantastic Chalobah, fantastic man. But a 3-5 build-up is working perfectly. You've got Chalobah, Gilchrist, Bardi, Shelley combining really well. You've got Cucurella tucking in the midfield. Gallagher playing a bit forward with Palmer, Jackson, Mudryk and Mudryk playing on the wings, providing width. And I think it's worked to absolute perfection. Finally, Poch has gone back to the pre-season shape he was applying. Finally, he has done the thing I've been asking for him to do for a very, very long time. And thank you. Finally, he has done that, and we are paying the rewards for that. Finally, thank you, Pochettino. You got it right now. And I think we are doing it rightfully, people. And I think this shape is working to absolute perfection. Please, people, hit the like, man. It doesn't take much. One click on the thumbs up button. Get away from the live chat. It really means a lot to this channel. Subscribe, people. Your support really means a lot to me, people. And along with that, participate in the live chat, my beautiful people. And let me know your opinion, my beautiful people. And 3-5 shape for me, people, has been working absolutely perfectly. And Trevor Chalobah, I told you all about Trevor. Trevor, for me, always deserves more game time. When this ownership was looking to sell him, I was saying, what are you doing? For you, every academy graduate homegrown player is for sale. Embarrassing. I told you, if Trevor Chalobah is sold, it's a disgrace. He is the best defender we have got, along with Thiago Silva, the best defender we have got, and he's shown it today. And when Trevor Chalobah plays well, it really makes me happy because I love this guy. This guy under Tuchel, when we used to have Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, everyone, he was one of the better players among that defense. He is a player for his young age. He's experienced. He's a player who has learned from the best. His mentality is top-notch. His defending is good. He understands the basic art of defending. He's a really good professional, a good player in the dressing room. And the biggest thing, he knows what it means to play for this batch and the pressure that comes with it. And he's fantastic. He's also got a bit of goals to his game. Like, I don't think we'll ever have the levels of Cahill and Terry and Ivanovic. But at least with Chalobah, you know he can get some goals. And that is something he showed. He was really good in that goal as well. And I love Trevor Chalobah. And he deserved game time and he got it. Not got an eye. Looking at a defense today in Spurs game, I was like, we could be in trouble, but we kept a clean sheet, which is very hard. And absolutely, bro. And we kept them to minimum chances. Their best chance was a Brennan Johnson lucky cross and a Romero header. And that really makes me a lot of positive. And La Cobham. And I've been saying for a long time, Poch, back some players from academy, give them the chances. Poch has done it with Gilchrist, but he hasn't given the other players chances. But thankfully, Chalobah is back now. And Trevor is getting his well-deserved chances. Caicedo is superb today, people. Absolutely superb. And in recent weeks, he's showing you why we signed him. Fantastic. For the last 2-3 months, he's been one of our best players along with Palmer, Christo. Absolutely fantastic. And Chalobah, and he was fantastic today, Moses Caicedo. Love him to bits. And he was really good today. Cucurella, for me, is cherishing the new role. And for me, people, he is doing really, really well in this new role. But I still believe in the summer we need to upgrade. I won't go back on that word. But overall, if Cucurella keeps playing with this heart on his sleeve, passion, and really fighting for his place in the team, I think that's good to see from a player who really cares about the club. And that is something I can really appreciate about him. And Mudryk today was much, much better. But again, people, he showed you why with these players you need to be calm and give them their time. They have the ability. They have they show you the signs of development they've got. It's just you need to be calm and patient with it. Mudryk today showed you all what he is capable of. Passing, absolutely beautiful passing today. First half, beautiful, but his tracking back was a bit disappointing today in the second half. His finishing is still something lacking, so that is where he has to improve. Kuku is doing better than Zinchenko when it comes to inverting. I won't say right now. I think, bro, it will be too early to say because Zinchenko last season is passing and his attacking is still better than Kukurela, right? Kukurela is a better defender than Zinchenko, but Zinchenko is a better footballer than Kukurela, bro. That is something I have to disagree with. Kukurela defensively is doing well, but attackingly not. But Mudryk today, much better, man. And he showed his ability, but he also showed why you need to be calm. And Jackson finally gets a reward, scores this goal, and it really makes me happy. Gilchrist shows his maturity beyond his age. And the Nuni Madueke for me is maturing and showing the right development that is been implemented this season. But it also shows why has fans we need to be calm with this process. It's literally 3:45 in a place. I have to go to the work as well, but I will do anything for this team. Caicedo should forget about his price tag, but give us the Caicedo we know he's capable of, and he's showing that, bro. See, price tag is something, bro, which is not going to go away. The media is going to do that. But as fans, we need to back up players, and Caicedo is someone I'm in backing, and he's shown us what he's capable of. Bardashile is back, consistent, but it's about continuing it. And overall, now coming to my slide, overall, people, and going to final discussion because I'm literally sleepy, man. 4 o'clock at my place, I need to sleep, man, and go to work, or it's going to be punching for me. But see, being very honest, I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the team today. They made me proud. They made everyone proud. Keeping a clean sheet against the Spurs side, who mostly have scored in every game this season, I think it's a very good performance. Very, very good performance. This team today, outstanding today. They defended well. They attacked well. I think they deserve all the credit. It's just about now ending the season well. West Ham, Forest, Bournemouth. We should be winning these games. We should be winning these games. We should get Europa League qualification. And that's going to be a good end to the season. Slowly this season, we have shown signs of development. We have made Stamford Bridge a fortress. I don't know about whether to keep Poch or not. He's done a bad job at start, but now he's improving. But I have to say that he has made Stamford Bridge a fortress and he's matured these people. And I will always give credit to him on that. Along with that, this summer, we still need to improve. One performance won't take it away. But I think this team is showing the right way of improvement and right growth. And that is something I'm very, very liking in this team. We are playing in a back three now, which is working well for this team. And now we are showing consistent performance. And I think I'm really happy with this team right now. And we have some signs of good for the future. And we need to build upon that. Overall, I will say, after the Arsenal defeat as a Chelsea fan, I was broken. I was broken. I thought this team never cares, but they responded. They showed they care for this batch. And this is why I need to say thank you to the team. They bounced back, and today they showed what it means. They're still the pride of the London, and they showed it today. And people, big win for Mighty Chills. Like and subscribe to the team. Thank you to my brother Luko Chola and everyone who was in the chat. Abhishek Bhai. And I agree with Luko, brother, my brother here. Continuity should be the most important thing, and I agree, bro. And I don't know what the board do in the summer, but one thing is they need to end this under 23 policy. Is enough now. And whatever they do, they need to back the manager, and they need to have some questioning about the medical team. Bigger to Chelsea perspective, do go and subscribe. Fantastic channel, and bigger to Bhagav Bhai. Thank you, Luko, brother. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Do like and subscribe. And the biggest thing, Chelsea have won today. Love the Chelsea.